Hi there, welcome back. Thanks for being here. So in our last lecture, we have achieved one of the coolest feature that we have in Karate, and this is the feature what the test automation world expects every test automation engineer to be aware of, and they wanted to implement in their business desperately because of the time that it saves during the execution and lot other things. We can also overcome some of the infrastructure problems, because if you can split the execution across multiple machines, say one instance is Selenium Grid, where you can configure one hub and multiple nodes can be configured so that your scripts would be executed in multiple machines at the same time, and you can also achieve in a multiple browsers and platforms too. So that is just about Selenium, and I'm just trying to correlate with it because most people would have known how the parallel execution in Selenium takes place. So I just wanted to relate with it so that you guys get it better. So we have seen that, and now in this video I have even more interesting for you, which is reporting mechanism. So albeit we have seen the powerful reports that were generated by Karate by default, but still I don't want those reports because that doesn't give me a holistic view. So what happens is that say for example, if I have run 10 scenario or 10 feature files, so I have been generated one HTML file for each feature file, so I cannot open each and every feature file and then see what happened, and that's a monotonous job. That's again takes a long time. Verifying report itself is going to take a long time than the script development time. So I wanted to overcome this problem. So Karate is supporting an integration of Cucumber reporting just to make these reports more prettified and make these reports more beautiful, and also those make more sense. So let's see how this can be achieved. So again, let us go to the documentation part of it, guys. So in the parallel runner class, so if you have seen, they have another method which is given generate reports. So this generate reports has the code snippet which has been written by Karate people. So the Intuit people has given us this snippet. All you need to do is that just copy this method and then and paste it in your runner class and execute it. So that's it. So you don't have to do any extra configuration. So all you need to do is just copy this particular snippet and put it in here. So, and this generate method has been written, and we just wanted to ensure that this particular method is being called. I think I've got some error, so let me just quickly verify what that is. So I think this method got completed here, and let me copy it again. So Control S, I think I'm missing some imports, so Control space here. So configuration, I think yeah guys, I think I'll need to add some dependencies to form.xml file. So let me just quickly check that. Yeah, I think I have that reporting too. So there is a dependency which is coming from net master thought, so you can just get it from Maven central repository. So Cucumber reporting, so I've just copied this dependency of 5.3.0 version, and I've just copied that to my pom.xml so that the dependency can be resolved automatically and be available to my project. And if you have looked into this, so let me execute, just see write import. I'm importing it from net.masterthought.cucumber. so this is the right import. So I got rid of that error, and also report builder, let me just mouse over it, again coming from masterthought.cucumber. So I was able to report that, and still I have some warning. Let me see what that is. So fix two problems of the same category in file. So I think it has something to do with the import. So so anyways, it's just a warning, guys. So let us just move on. And the generate report code snippet has been copied, but where are we actually invoking this particular method? So this method should be invoked in here. So I will just invoke this method as generate method, since this method is actually a static method, so and it presents in the same class, and you don't need to create an object for it, just the call by calling the name of this method. And Karate output path, I think we need to specify where the report need to be generated. So if you go to the documentation part, so results.get report directory. So basically when Karate runs, I mean this particular generate report method is expecting a parameter, so in which the reports are being dumped. So here we need to pass the actual directory or path where the reports should be placed. So I'm saying that get report directory. So get report directory, so this is actually coming from this this particular statement. So in the results object, so I have that method coming from, so I call that method, so that in the target folder, so one folder called Cucumber would be generated, and when we open that report right after execution, we can see the report is being shown very nicely, and that is a holistic view of all of them. But I wanted to show them the difference. So in our previous video we have executed all these test cases so that we have some report generated. So let me go to the target folder. So if I go here and just right click, and if I refresh, I can see that Surefire reports have been generated for me. So I will just open any one of the report with in a system editor. You can see this is related to one particular feature file, which is create a bug. So this is what we have seen in the first lecture too. So you can see number of tests, number of steps were 8, and all 8 were passed. And when you click here, you can see what is the outcome of that particular step. And you can also see against to it the timeline was mentioned, like how long each step has taken. But in our last execution, it was evident that we have run about 6 scenarios, but every time I cannot open each and every feature file, each and every report, and observe whether there is a failure or not. It is a very tedious job. So that is the reason I am opting for some optimization. I wanted to generate a report which will have all the feature file details together. So let me just delete this directory so that we are not confused which reports have generated earlier and which reports have generated now. So I've just cleaned up the directory, and now what I would be doing, so same thing. So I'm just running this as a vanilla JUnit test. I have still commented out this run with annotation. So I'm just running this particular class run as JUnit test, and let's see what happens. We should be seeing all the tests are executed in parallel, and we should be noticing that they are completing real quick within 7 seconds, or else it would have taken long. So the time can vary, guys. It depends upon the connectivity, I mean the internet speed that you have, and so many other factors will add up to. So but still you have to consider what is the execution time when you run it as a JUnit test Karate with Karate class, and when you run it as a plain vanilla test. So now the execution has happened, and let us verify the reports. So let me refresh this particular folder so that we'll have a directory. So this time we have another directory got generated, which is Cucumber HTML reports. So let me open one of these Cucumber HTML reports. So if I open this report feature 1, and let me open from the system editor. So if I just open this thing, so it has very clear reporting structure. So if you see number of steps were passed 6, and scenarios were 1 and passed. So it has a details of each and everything. If you click again, it has the internal details of what has happened in the each step, and this is the data related to one particular feature file. So now if I go to you have some sections. If I go to features, the feature says that you have actually executed 5 feature files, and there are 6 scenarios, and in each feature file how many steps are present, and how many passed and how many failed, and how many are pending and undefined. So you can see the total number of steps are 69, pass percentage, and duration, and the status of it. So this is the holistic view of the test execution. And if you present such kind of report to the client, so since they can easily be able to understand like what happened to the test execution, and whether the tests were validating the functionality correctly or not, whether the tests were logging things properly or not, because reporting is one of the core component for any test automation framework, because reporting is the one which is actually standing as an evidence that testing team is validating the application right, and we have got enough number of tests and each step is meaningful. So with this holistic view, with this Cucumber reporting, we are in a position to see what is the status of each and every feature file. So you can navigate to any feature file, and you can also see, say for example, if you have some tag related execution and you have only executed smoke test cases and you have only executed regression test cases, you can see that related test case data here. And if you are interested at number of steps, you can see that there were 69 number of steps from 6 different scenarios, and this is the average duration and maximum duration. And if you wanted to see the same data for failures, you can see it through. So since we do not have any failures, we haven't displayed any failures here. So this is how we generate Cucumber reports. We integrate Cucumber reports with our Karate test automation framework. But if you have looked into our previous frameworks where you have a different reporting mechanism, like you have extent reports and you have Allure reports and you have report portal.io. So those are the beautiful reports too, but you need to handle the logic, like after adding the jars, still you need to call those methods, and you need to do some configuration, and you need to take care like what should be executed in the before step and what should be executed alongside the step and what should be executed, because you initiate a report in the before suite section and you log reporting as long as the test case executes, and you flush the report and save it as a PDF file or save it in a server or save it as a HTML file at the end of the test, which is after test execution or after suite. So we don't really bother about all those things in Karate. So all we need to do is that just add the Cucumber reporting dependency that is coming from Net Master Thought library, so the Maven Central library, and add it to the pom.xml file, and add the piece code snippet that is given in the documentation. So the possible errors that you would be seeing is that, so configuration or a report builder, if some dependencies are not being loaded, so just import those into the class files. And the other common error that you would be facing is that in the line number 41 you can see the file with the hyphen and greater than symbol with JSON path. So guys, this is something we call it as lambda expression. So lambda expressions are very new features. I mean, right from Java 8 these features are available. So if at all you are using Java 7 or before Java 8, you will not be able to work with this particular step. Make sure you have Java 8 or above when you are working with this thing. And also by default, when you start a Java project in Eclipse, it tends to take Java JRE as 1.5. So make sure you change the system library to 1.8. So you can do it by configuring the build path. Click on build path and then configure build. So if you go to edit, you can see alternate JRE. So you can pick the JDK that you have. You might have JDK 9, 10, 11. So 14 is the most recent version. So I have already configured it to 1.8. so that is the reason you're not seeing error. But if in case you are using any older version, make sure guys you fix this particular 41 by yourself by configuring the right JRE into your system. So I think this is what we have in this learning. So this is one of the powerful and beautiful feature. So the last couple of videos were very productive, and these things are something that every test automation engineer should be focusing on. They should be implementing as well. I wish you guys are so keen on these videos and trying to grab as much as you can. So please do rewind and please do watch these learnings very carefully, because these are the core learnings from my tutorials. Like so far I've done about 14 plus videos, and these two are somewhere I prioritize among all those 14s, and I make them in the first place, because these are the features what industry is expecting us to do. So I hope you guys have understood the criticality of these two features. So that's it guys. So I have some more features to present in the upcoming lectures, so please stay tuned until then. So thank you so much guys. Please subscribe to this channel and like this video if you have learned something here. So you have a great rest of today.